So hi guys, it's Carla Brigandy, and today I'm going to go over loops with laurels. So this is the fourth lesson of the year and the first lesson of the spring. And I'm just going to review in a quick demonstration some of the things you can be doing and to remind you of things you've already learned. I'm actually going to share my entire desktop with you, which is a little bit weird, but definitely the easiest way to do things for me today. So I'm going to go to the code.org website, which is here. And the first thing I'm going to do is show you how to navigate this website. For the first thing I want to point out is that I am logged in. If I were not logged in, there are some things that I will not be able to see. For example, I won't be able to see the lesson plans, and I won't be able to see teacher hints or instructions. So make sure you log in and then go to this button right here, which is the course catalog, and click it. This is all a review, I know that. It's going to bring up this menu, and we work out of the CS Fundamentals unit. And just click on CS Fundamentals, and it will bring up this window. You want to click View Course. Now when I do that, I see that course A is for kindergartners, course B is for first graders, and course C is for second graders. Because this video is for first graders, I'm going to click on B, View the Course. And that's going to bring up all of the lessons for code.org for first graders. And if you're logged in, you can see View Lesson Plan right here, which will give you a lesson plan. And a lot of other features. There are teacher resources and printing options. I'm going to scroll down. If you remember, I did some reviewing with you. So, for example, something that we reviewed was debugging. So if we look, debugging is here in Lesson 5, Programming with Harvester. And you can show your students the debugging video, or I think it's more fun really just to, let's say, click on a lesson and show them debugging. So for example, the code is already there. I'm going to hit run. Uh-oh, something went wrong. Can we figure out what the bug is? Some cool features I'm going to review with you. I'm going to reset this. There are instructions in this box here, and if there's multiple instructions, you can scroll. Remember that if you want your students to hear and read the instructions, that is a possibility. So I'm going to turn that up, and I can just hit play.
Can you figure out what is wrong with this code? Help the harvester pick the corn.
And then I'm going to go back. If I don't want them to be able to see the words and just hear it, I can click right here.
Can you figure out what is wrong with this code? Help the harvester pick the corn.
There's also a light bulb here, and not all of the lessons have this, but some do. So if you click the light bulb, it will ask you, do you want a hint? And that 3 means that in this particular lesson, there are 3 hints. And if I click yes, it says, which block moves the harvester the wrong way? You reset it. Okay, so she's supposed to be moving west, but she's not supposed to be moving north. Remember, I can pull these blocks apart if I want to. I can pull them all apart. And I have identified this north one as being a bad block. They click back in. I'm going to reset it. I can run it. The harvester picked up the corn. I could go on, but I just want to show you one more thing. This unused block here, I'm going to chuck it over here to the left and have it disappear is the best way to do that. If I want to go back to all the lessons, and I do, I'm just going to click on Programming with Harvester. And that's going to bring me right back to my Course B menu. Another thing that I showed you when we were working together was pair programming. I definitely think in this lesson 8 that it is a great place to have students do pair programming. So I would show them this video right here that's in lesson 4 with Angry Birds. It's a lesson that you would do in the fall with the students. So they should have already seen this, but if they haven't, it's not a big deal. Just show them the lesson. And don't worry about being redundant in this because it doesn't hurt them to see a 3-minute video for a second time. I'm going to go with Loops with Laurel, and I really like this lesson too, and I think I really like it because it's challenging. But before I do that, I'm going to show you, here is the view, the lesson plan, and look, I can email that lesson plan directly to students if I want. So I'm going to view the lesson plan, and it's going to give me all kinds of activities that I can do. I can do a warm-up activity with them, right? And look, it's all aligned to standards, and here is your particular standard. And there's an extension right here at the bottom of that lesson plan. And you can just pull that up and it takes you to this amazing Google Drive. This is how you access the resources. All of them are in a Google Drive. This will take you back to code.org. This will take you to the handout in the Google Drive. And you can just download this, or you can have students work on it out of the drive if you want to. So that is where that is, and there's instructions for all the things that you need to do. I can copy the link, and actually I have that downloaded, so I would download it if I were you. So let's see if I can go back to the course. So here we are at lesson, and I'm going to go back to lesson 2, I think it was. Okay, so I've already done this. I'm going to start over so that you guys don't get confused. So I would have Laurel move. If you look, I can stroll through the instructions. I can read and listen, or just listen to the instructions. Unfortunately, I don't have a teacher button here, right? So I can't do that, and I don't have any hints. But I do know that Laurel needs to move. I just drag these over. She needs to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. But she also, and this is kind of new, needs to pick up a gem. She needs to pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gems. She needs to move. She needs to pick up a gem. I'm just going to run it. Oh, I collected 1 gem. I'm going to reset it because I really want to collect 5 gems, and there are different ways I can do that. I can just do this 5 times. And this is patterning, and this actually leads into algebraic reasoning. So to me, as a former math teacher, this is super cool because we're teaching kids to see patterns and reason algebraically. And off she goes. I also want to take advantage of this show code button. So each one of these blocks was programmed by a computer programmer. That's what programmers do. So when Laurel is moving east, all I have to do is drag that box over that has an arrow with an east. But behind that box, there's secret codes that make Laurel move. And then she collects a gemstone, and she moves east, and she collects a gemstone. And if we look at this, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lines of code, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lines of code. And this is similar. I'm just going to do this. If I look at this button down here, so I have all these icons at the bottom of my computer, and if I click on them, things open. I can open Chrome or Safari. I could open my photos, and that's very easy for me as a non-computer scientist to use a computer. But what computer scientists do is there's a bunch of code behind each one of these icons that tells the computer what to do when I click on the icon. So what these blocks do is what computer coders do is they write the code and then they make it easy for people to use computers. I think this is too much. Do I see a pattern here? I do. East, gem, east, gem, east, gem, east, gem, east, gem. That happens 5 times. I can just take these blocks away and pull these down. And I'm going to use this very cool repeat button. Now I can change the number of times that I repeat something, but I actually want to repeat it 5 times because 1, 2, 3, 4, and off my screen here is 5. And I can just put this into the repeat, and I'm going to run it. Very cool, right? All right, so I'm going to show the code again. And one mistake that kind of happens, this is my new code. This is the code for the repeat button. Oh, it looks so complicated, but all it's really saying is between 0 and 5 times, Laurel is going to move east and she's going to collect gems. So she's going to move east between 0 and 5 times, and she's going to collect gems between 0 and 5 times. This is the code for my repeat, and this little bracket just means end. This is noise, and all of that noise is there because I left all this stuff in my workspace. I want to get rid of that. I need to get rid of all that. Now when I show the code, I don't see that. I'm only seeing what's there. Now, this is where I would have the kids do pair programming because Laurel also needs to move south, right? And then she needs to move west. And she needs to pick up a gem here. And then she needs to move west. Let's reset it and run it. She's going to turn south. Oh! So this is a great chance to say, what is wrong? What happened? Why didn't Laurel get to the bug? You have a bug in your program. So I can see now that Laurel needs to go south one more time before she picks up that gem. I'm going to reset it. I'm going to run it again. No problem. And have the kids build the code from there. You're getting it? Again, notice I can use the repeat here, right? So I'm going to repeat. I'm going to go west. I'm going to have Laurel pick up a gem, but not 5 times, right? I'm going to switch this to 4 times. And I'm going to run it. And you can finish it from there. I'm going to go back to my main screen. That's really mostly what it is, but I would highly recommend, at least with Loops with Laurel, to doing the extension, which is the treasure tracker. And I would do that because that aligns directly with the standards and the standard that has been selected for grade 1 this year. So it's in line. So my next video that I'll show you, I'll make it next time, will be for drawing gardens with Loops. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to stop recording this video now, but I want to thank you guys for watching it and for being with me. And if you need any help, as always, just reach out and we'll answer your questions. Thank you again.